Yo, what up? ChatCG here. First deck tag of Brothers War, I guess. Coming in with Mardu Greasefang, I figured that actually I was going to start with Abzan. And Abzan's by far become the more dominant version of the archetype. However, with the addition of this card, Diabolic Intent, when I started putting lists together, I was like, actually, because you only have one like really excellent one drop the Abzan deck can play, um, I actually kind of like the idea of trying to fit it into all-in Mardu shell. Playing Epicure, you obviously still have the Blood Harvesters, which give you some interaction as well. Just really as low to the ground as possible, trying to find the combo as fast as possible and get it into play. So here we are. Four Stitches Supplier, obviously the probably the best enabler, especially with Diabolic Intent to attack it. Again, you've got still playing Deadly Dispute. I end up doing this. I've cut some of the like a little bits of interaction, kind of most of the stuff, but you can board into some more kind of mid-rangey stuff. And you still have Fable as well. So yeah, there's four suppliers, four cups of Thoughtseize. You want to protect your combo, make sure you get rid of any interaction they possibly have to interact with it. Four Epicures, both comes in early, blocks versus aggro, and again, sacrifices to Diabolic Intent, which is super important, and that blood token lets you put the Parhelion into the graveyard, which is crucial. Deadly Dispute, one of the best draws the deck can still have is Stitches Supply into Deadly Dispute. It still interacts well with the Epicure, it goes well with all the blood tokens, and it kind of does everything. Diabolic Intent is obviously the new edition with Brothers War, and is sacrifice a creature, demonic tutor, and that's really powerful. I don't know if you'll actually want four in the end, but I figured while we're testing and see how things going, we'll start with four and see where we go from there. And then a couple of copies of Can't Stay Away obviously brings back your Greasefang. You can recur any of these other little things. Blood Harvester I mentioned before gives you a bit of interaction, but again makes the blood token super synergistic. And yeah. And then four copies of Fable the Mirror Breaker, one of the most busted cards printed in the last few years. Leads away your Parhelion, etc. into the graveyard. Obviously, like gives you this mid-range plan with Goblin tokens, and obviously once it flips, you can kind of go off with Blood Harvester, some of the other bits and pieces, and go off. Greasefang, obviously your actual combo piece, bringing back Parhelion or occasionally Sky Sovereign, and then Parhelion, bring it back from the graveyard, crew it up, it attacks, makes two angels. The game's probably over. That's the hope. Anyway, fairly standard on the mana base, nothing too funky. A single Takanuma, 4 Concealed Courtyards, 2 Godless Shrines, 4 Blightstep Pathway, 4 Blood Crypt, 4 Inspiring Vantage, and 3 Big Foundry. Into the sideboard, obviously it's a little messy here. There's 2 copies of Duress, along with 2 Go Blanks, give you kind of a package of hand disruption you bring in. 2 copies of Vanishing Verse, and for more interaction. 2 copies of Chandra with 2 copies of Sorin, so you get the board into Mid-Range Planeswalker plan, and kind of to enhance that, you also have 4 copies of Wedding Announcement. There you go, like fully mid-rangey creatures in the red zone. Yeah. Alright, let's take this into a best of 3 match. But yeah, I've been meaning to play a bunch of best of 3 on the channel. I also want a way of making these kind of videos more accessible rather than be like an hour long. And so I thought maybe actually I just like include a ladder match instead of playing like a whole event out. I do in this case, see how it does. Let me know in the comments what you prefer. I still plan on doing events, but I thought some of these might be reasonable. Especially with the new set coming out, where there's so many decks I want to try out and showcase. I'm gonna keep this. I mean, Double Fable's gas. We'll see. We might get swarmed out here. Okay, Love Struck Beast is probably better than Albert. A good draw. I have to be careful with the Inspiring Bandage. Or make the Supplier. Yeah, so I plan on doing best of 3 events, like the like 5 match ones. But I'm also gonna probably mix in some of these when I'm doing like, oh, here's a new deck. But let me know what you think, because it's kind of really what you'd rather see. Hold the Thoughtseize. I guess I'm gonna. Alright, so I went Haven. Looks like they're actually playing more traditional mono green than like the Luster piece would suggest. Okay, now we can go Cure, untap, and make the beast. Maybe something else. See what they do. Don't see if they draw off that as well. That isn't a ton of immediate pressure, but they're going to be able to do something big next turn. Gonna be a little worried. Okay. So, if I Diabolic Intent... Still kind of want to go... Diabolic... Maybe I sack the... I might have Blood Type Harvest to the token here as well. Buy some time. Let's move to combat. I have the option of Fabling, or... So if I make the Fable, I can Diabolic Intent for what I need. I think I don't have tons of time, maybe? I just want to cast this. Oh yeah, yeah. It does go off. Double check what we hit. That was really awkward, right? Like one I'm gonna grab. I think the answer is grab Greasefang, actually. I'm gonna do this, stop that attacking. I think that's fine. And... If the blood tokens put the Pavilion straight into the graveyard, we don't have a way to actually get the... It only really works if you've got either part of it.
Nature flows with vigor.
Important in mind. Alright, here's the Storm Festival. Look out for. This is why like we don't have a lot of time, we need to go try and find the combo. Versus mono green, like they get restricts in play, all of a sudden your Rangers don't go. Now that does let level extremely attack, doesn't it? But then you do this. I don't have time to get through two. There's a Parhelion. Had a being a black source. Got him. As it is, I think we do. Yeah, if we had a black source, we could thought seize ourselves and then put the... Now the worry is that they're gonna have a reach throw. Or should put enough damage in. Like we can block the low strip these, which will fuck a little bit, but only so much. Flashback the Storm Festival. Get off of this. Oh, problem. Yeah, we're just like a turn too slow here. Like we put a lot of cards on the graveyard, and just get either place. You're like, okay, that's fair enough. Maybe sometimes you want to go get like a can't stay away. I'm gonna block it, time possible. Still gonna go to 11. In the end of the day, they actually didn't get that much. I'll discard. I think I. Okay. Let's get a Pavilion. They have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana in play anyway. They don't have a Storm Festival to flash back. We just want to make sure that we can. The Blood Crypt tapped. And see what's up. We can thought seize ourselves again to put the Hylian back in the graveyard. But, hey. Yeah, it's a tough one. Like, we ended up being a bit slower than we maybe should have been. Kind of like, it's hard to say because obviously we're running off of like, alright, we milled these 6 cards. It's hard to say like we'd have been faster another way. Oh, it wouldn't have been. Like, I think the question at the end of the day is whether Diabolic Intent is worth replacing like another enabler card for, or does it make the combo consistent enough that you don't need, that you can afford to be less interactive and cut some of the more interactive cards, which is a little bit of what we've done here. Like, we're not playing Fatal Push. You have the blood to harvesters. Okay, that's a reach block. They're on 6 though. Need more than one of those really. Ideally, we get to keep an angel alive, but not always how this is going. Yeah. Activate. This is gonna be a Titan of Industry. Alright, second Cavalier. Seventh Cavalier is big too. Well, I'm gonna really regret not having another way to. We need lives. I don't think we can do that. And able to guard our behind. Oh, they have a Beseiju. Oh, it's GG. If this is the attack they're making, they're not attacking. Okay, no. There. Either I need to find an out to Cavalerathorn, which we don't have, or Angel Alive something. Find another way to put a. Well, he's in the graveyard, maybe. We're actually taking extra damage. My block here, we're taking 9, 10, 11. 5, 10. 1. It's more likely we find a way to put it in the graveyard than it is. Than we are to find a way to kill the Cavalier. Alright, let's go to game 2. See what's going on. See what's going on. This is green. You know, our board's not set up the greatest. Andrews, we want the Vanishing Versus. Actually, I don't hate Sky Sovereign, but it doesn't really kill any creatures. Something how disruption is fine. Not great, but realistically, we want to beat them by being as consistent as possible. I think because their creatures don't actually die to the Sky, we have in the main deck. And then from there, Port Teasers, we don't really need to worry about them being able to interact with us too much. And then I'm pretty happy with it. I don't even think else I want to bring in. Actually, cards are worried about. Actually, so the cards are worried about are like they can't find a. Yeah, I'm actually gonna add the dress. I want to be fast if they can't actually. Right. These challenges are ready for control decks. If we get into a game where we're like having to minus Chandra on creatures, we're gonna die. I think actually we just try and protect against on and yeah, I think so. They're not racing us. At which point I'm just bringing these vanishing buses. Is that reasonable? Hmm. You gotta pick them apart hand-wise. Maybe it's the vanishing buses. No, I don't. These are obviously. Not actually do like this. Let's ship it. Judge me for it all you want. Yeah. The question is, like, how good is this version of the deck without... Oh. This at least looks a lot better. So... Later versions of the Mardu deck, part of our epic, we're kind of playing it as like a... Alright, we pitch it to... a nice early thing we can sacrifice Diabolic Intent. That's basically why we're choosing to play this version of the deck. Or part of the reason. Going with Mardu. Like, for instance, I actually am starting to think that maybe Diabolic Intent's not the one either. It's like, oh, I want to go get a... I kind of want to go like Deadly 6 feet away. This blood token, then work out what we want to do. Because you want to know as much information as possible before you cast the Diabolic. You want to know, like... You want to have one piece before you cast it. Maybe that's the rule we need to set up. If Wolfware Havened, might just... If it can't stay away, which is... we're still missing. I like the Vanishing Verse on this, but... Yeah, I'm kind of down for it. Make a Harvester. With the epic here. All we need to do is slow them down a little bit. We'll be able to kind of find time to hit the combo. The best thing to do, like in that situation, maybe the best thing to do is like, okay, I'm gonna go tutor for... Yeah, see, like now he's still there. They'll be able to do like cure into 3. Attack phase. Danger now is like, oh, if this gives him the 4th man to go down on, but like we're not kind of... I kind of like the activation on the Takanuma here, but I might go for like maybe we want to go get a Fable, but it feels so slow. We're tuning for if we're tuning for an enabler rather than a combo piece. But the 2 combo pieces are so different. We can go get it again. The other can't stay away. Maybe we go get Stitches. Then we've already sacrificed it. I'm gonna say go, and we're gonna activate Takanuma, and it's done. Oh, feels bad. Feels bad. No other real way to put it. I think that this card is only really... Like, it feels like it's really powerful with Stitches Apply, but even then you need to like have a piece and then choose the other one. At which point maybe it is better in Abzan. Because you get the enablers are just a bit better. Obviously you get Stitches Apply, but you also get the Bloom Command and Grizzly Salvage, which is probably the best. This is what I was afraid of. Now they have the Khan. They are on like an awkward life total. One thing that's interesting is they can't actually interrupt this ability. They can exile it with a tree on the stack. They don't get an opportunity now to do it. I'm gonna grab Grease. Don't currently have a vehicle. That's what. If I just go exile the... I'm done, I think. I think this is just like a classic situation where I should make them use it this one time.
I will return.
I think if I make them if I force them this way to do it, actually need another mana anyway. Back the Epic here. Go get it. We also can't activate this blood token with Khan in play. Go do this. We need Khan out of the way. Now we need to work out what we're doing about this Tormod script. Yeah. Now they're gonna make like a Cavalier-a-thon. Yeah, the green matchup is tough. So this deck isn't as powerful as it is in Pioneer, obviously. No Nykthos. Maybe an Explorer's Anthology. I have a bit of a thing about that coming soon. Well, doesn't quite work. Do this anyway. I'm gonna cast this. Let's just threaten that we can put in a second one into play. We can kind of get there on that. I think they're gonna add to it. But they could not. And then when kind of left out. Okay. We need to out this, and then also find a new Hylian. I say milled. Sorry, I'm dumb. They caught the cast one and hit the other one. The card's going to the graveyard. The card's got the bottom of the library. Oh, it's a Cavalier. I'm just. Alright, anyway. I was like, how did they get there? Okay.
One drop ripples and grows.
It's been a while. Alright. Khan's back.
Our actions determine the course of history. My purpose is greater than myself.
Decking Crypt. Likely. Maybe like an unlicensed house. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Oh, I wanted to showcase the deck. See what it can do. Been a little unfortunate. But honestly, I think that this is, you can see kind of like the problem with Diabolic Intent is that really you're like, okay, you want to be in a position where you have one part of the combo like set up already, or you have it at least in hand, then want to use to set the other one up. And yeah, I think it was hard to beat, but we were actually pretty close to killing him. Okay, working out how to get around the Cavalier. I have a plan for this, but it's not a great plan. Look at us. Now we're off to the races. The worst bit is that killing the Cavalier is just awful. But we're kind of locked up at doing Hylian things anyway. If they go back, I'm gonna put a card back on. That's the shit. Oh, I hate this card so much. Alright, cool. I would like to at least unlock our blood for a turn. Find something useful, but it's like they're on this much life, they're gonna be able to recover all this stuff. We're just dead. They get Cook on top. Alright. We go for the beatdown. Gonna put them to 8. Surely they couldn't do it. Maybe they'll miss. It's a lot of missing though.
I love to make a splash.
Okay.
My allies are counting on me.
Oh, the portal. Yes! Alright, we got more Brothers War cards involved. This is sick. ETB, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures. Being your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the back of an injured. That's going to be it, team. And I showcased, I guess, part of the deck. You know, we managed to assemble a combo in one of the 2 games. And you kind of saw some of the issues with Diabolic Intent in this kind of deck. Like, it's kind of, it's a 2-part combo, right? You're trying to, like, use it to kind of, you have enablers to find the combo pieces already. This tutors for the combo pieces, and you can use some of the enablers to activate the tutor. But if you've not hit a combo piece at the point where you're tutoring, you're kind of stuck. You're like, which part do I get? It's not like one part helps the other part. And so yeah, you're in this rough position. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know what version of Greasefang you think is the best. I think Abzan still has some potential, but I think Diabolic Intent might not be the way to go forward with these decks. It's a shame we don't have Eldritch Evolution. I saw in Pioneer that's been making a bit of a splash. Pretty nice one. You can like sack or Stitch Supply and just tutor up a Greasefang. Oh, it's really, really cool. Hopefully we get that in that one's Shadows block as well, right? Eldritch, yeah, it's an Eldritch Eldritch Moon. Hey. Yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. I'm pushing towards 100 subscribers. We're getting there. Thank you for that. And yeah, have a nice day. Enjoy Brothers War.